And welcome back to Pokemon X and Y, CJK's Pokemon previews, where I give you a rundown of some of the new Pokemon and I'll tell you what I think. And now we are moving ever closer to the end of this, and it's time to look at some new Pokemons, looking at some of the strongest ones, starting with the fossil types. Starting off, this is the first fossil. These are two fossil types here. Tyrant, and its evolved form, Tyranitum, which reminds me of Tyranitar a bit. I see these Pokemons look definitely strong against the ice types and probably the fairy types, because they're part rock as well, which means they can counteract with the ice Pokemon. Also, plus the fact that these Pokemon look like they've got really overpowered attack. These would be a powerhouse if you choose them. Definitely the powerhouse to have. Once again, nicely designed fossil Pokemon. Definitely better than some of the fossil Pokemon we've had so far. And I think, and it is a tough choice because they're the powerhouses. However, the rock and ice fossils here, Amaura and Aurelus, surely they look cute, but looking at Tyranitum and Tyrant, these look like they've got overpowered special attack. So it's special attack versus physical attack. And also, because of the new move Dry Freeze, which is super effective against water types, these Pokemon could be just as strong as the Tyrannosaurus fossil equivalents. So it's quite an even match whatever you choose. Do you go for special attack? So it depends on what good you are with either special attack or physical attack. Once again, these are quite nicely designed Pokemon. You can definitely notice that they have put a lot of time into trying to make these Pokemon look really appealing, Nintendo have. But now we move on to Lilito and Pyroar. These are fire normal types, meaning that they're not the strongest fire types around because they can easily get beat by fighting types. Basically, I'm not a big fan. Basically, I think when they did Giraffary, that was quite a good idea because it was psychic and normal, because fighting types can beat it. By just adding normal, which is only weakness is fighting, then you've actually made the Pokemon not as strong as it is. However, by putting normal types in, you make it so ghost attacks don't hit. But they haven't put a lot of ghost Pokemon in this game. I mean, they have put quite a good few, but you can definitely beat a few Pokemons here, but is it stronger than Arcanine or Rapidash? Something tells me it may not. However, there are two different forms of Pyroar, which are really nicely designed lions, Pyroar male and Pyroar female. But what's strange what Pokemon have done is, if they ever did a male or female form, I don't know why, but the male forms always look cooler than the female forms. I mean the female form looks cool as well, but this is like that mane looks appealing there. You can see that mane there. Because think about it, Unzafent from the Black and White series, the male ones had like a mask, and the female ones didn't have a mask. Which is a bit of a shame because of course the mask one looks better designed, mainly just because of the mask. But again, a nice Pokemon to catch if you can catch it, but to use for the beginning, good to use, but when it comes down to taking on fighting types, then it might be best to bail. But now we come to my favourite group of Pokemon which have been revealed lately. The Blade Pokemon, Hornedge, Double-Edge, Doublade, and also Anglerslash. As you can see, Anglerslash was just revealed right before the release of X and Y. I really like the design of it, even though it's a sword Pokemon. But I just like the fact that the helm and the sword are like they're separate, and also the hand as well, or like the ghostly hand which grabs it. It's a really mysterious Pokemon, and definitely my favourite design Pokemon in the game. Definitely one of my favourites, and will definitely be in my team. It looks powerful as well. Because of sword down, also the fact that it's Steel and Ghost as well. Looks like it's got an overpowered attack as well, and also I mean, definitely one of my favourites. And Double Blade's basically two of them. However, if you look at these two, Doublade evolves into Angela Slash, which has a defense mode, and a sword mode, attack and defense mode. not like you, Lugia, and that. It's just that I strangely think that even though they're evolved, like Double Edge evolves into Angela Slash. It's just that I think they should have been two separate evolutions to Honedge, because think about it. I think it would have been nice to equip it with an item, like item level up, like a sword item turns it into that. However, a shield item turns it into that. It would have been nice if Pokemon did that, because I don't know why, but I quite like Doublade better than Angry Slash. You know, it's got the nice shield, but I just quite like the double sword design. Reminds me of the Berserker from Happy Wars. A lot of these Pokemon in X and Y remind me of Happy Wars, and I just don't know why. But now let's move on to this last one on the row here. To be honest, not much to say about the design of this Pokemon, really. Name's Carbink. To be honest, it's a Pokemon which I would probably catch, but I'd ignore it, because I'm not a big fan of the design of that. It looked like a scrap idea. Sorry about that, Carbink, but let's move on to a few evolutions now. But first, starting off with, even though however, I do like the design of this Pokemon Hornlucha. I like the type, and also the fact that it's a Mexican wrestling eagle of some, like, tiny eagle. However, would have preferred a evolved evolution of it, because it basically looks like Fletchling. Basically looks like the first or second stage of a Pokemon. But never mind, it looks like a cool Pokemon to capture. To be honest, it'll be easy to capture all the 69 of these. But now let's move on to Phantom and Tevalant. To be honest, does anyone remember, like, what you call it now, a Flipbook Studio? Basically, Flipbook Studio, I was designing new Pokemon ideas in hopes that Pokemon found out about it. However, that looks strangely to a Pokemon I made, Tevalant. Basically, I drew a Pokemon design called Holost, which is Willow Ghost. There's like 3 stages of it, but I won't go into detail on that. It just like, it reminds me of that, and also same type as well. As you can see, these Pokemon evolve by trading, so you need someone to help you trade to capture that Pokemon. And here are the ice types. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the design of these, because basically Avalon looks like half the Pokemon. It's like when Pokemon made it, they accidentally cut off half of it. And it's like, oh no, we can't design this. We can't put him in the game. Put him in the game, but just leave him half cut. So, not a big fan on the designs there, but you know, but speaking of which, I don't know why, but I'm not a big fan on this Pokemon design either. Klefki, which reminds me of Klefki, like in music. basically, to be honest, I mean, it's a good type and all. Steel Fairy, very strong type, but something tells me Pokemon will not give it a lot of attack or special or defense. May give it more defense, but I don't see it being a good runner. But now, here we go, just let me move back here, just like Phantrump and Trevenant, Pumpkaboo and Galtergeist, just like, I think they're like an X and Y exclusive Pokemon, like one of the two, I think Y, basically, you can get them by trading as well, like these need to be done by trading. However, in the wild there's like 4 different types. I mean, they look the same, it's just like you get a small one, a big one, a really big one, and like a king size one. With the king size ones being the rarest to get, and probably the small ones being, you know, the easiest to get. Once again, I strangely think they made Tevitant stronger. Tevitant and Fanup, I think they made them more stronger than these. And these just purely trying to capture the different sizes. But now we move on to these strange looking dragon types. Gloombeast, Sliggoo and Goodra. Actually, they're all pure dragon types. To be honest, once again, doesn't look like a dragon, yet a funny design. Definitely good if you like to take part in fun battles and not serious battles. And basically, since the champion, or like a gym leader, dragon leader is going to be using this, I'm guessing they've made it overpowered for its looks. You know, even though it looks odd and funny looking, I bet you Pokemon have made it overpowered just for the fact of giving it to the champion. And now we move on to... Sorry about that, my mind's all over the place here. Now, I'm going to move on in the next part, so join us where we see the legendaries and also the new evolutions, also the mega evolutions as well.